Local time hits exactly 4 in the morning, and the phones of roughly 8,000 Meta employees light up in unison. The emails they receive carry a very brief, very final message. Their positions at the company have been eliminated. These cuts target specific, human-centric departments: the people running platform integrity, monitoring cybersecurity, and handling content design. 10% of the total workforce, gone in a single wave. Inside the company directories, another massive movement is happening on the exact same day. 7,000 other employees are quickly pulled from their existing teams and reassigned to completely new projects. Around this same time, CEO Mark Zuckerberg sits down for an interview with Idea Generation. He speaks confidently about the future of employment, arguing that public fears of AI causing widespread job losses are overstated. Meta is liquidating a tenth of its workforce to fund an AI future that its CEO insists will ultimately protect human jobs. To understand how that math works, we have to follow the money. All of this internal movement points directly toward Meta's newly formed entity, the SuperIntelligence Lab. This is the financial engine driving the layoffs. This chart compares Meta's normal historical operating costs against their new projections for the year. That towering bar represents between $125 and $145 billion in capital expenditures required to run the lab. Building the physical infrastructure for artificial intelligence requires cash at a scale the company has rarely seen. Corporate finance at this scale is a zero-sum equation. To buy the land, build the server farms, and secure the silicon chips required to train these massive models, Meta has to pull billions of dollars from somewhere else. They are funding their physical infrastructure by actively defunding human capital. That financial reality extends beyond the people they let go. To offset these costs, Meta also permanently erased 6,000 open job roles, shrinking the company's future footprint. Meta is liquidating its human capital to secure the server farms and compute power necessary to stay in the AI race. Zuckerberg defends this restructuring with a very specific theory. He argues that Meta's goal isn't to replace humans, but rather to build what he calls personal superintelligence. This diagram illustrates the two competing theories of AI integration. Side A shows the popular fear, direct automation, where software simply deletes a human knowledge worker. But Meta insists they are building side B, tools designed as force multipliers, built to sit around an individual worker and increase their daily output. Internally, the company views the current mass layoffs as a temporary foundational prerequisite. The heavy infrastructure costs we looked at earlier are the price of entry required to eventually build those multiplier tools. The logic is stark. The tools meant to empower workers in the future can only be built by firing workers in the present. Inside the halls of Meta, these deep cuts are rationalized. They don't see an impending job apocalypse. They see a painful, highly expensive bridge they must cross to reach a future where human employees are more capable than ever. This friction between what leaders say and what companies actually do mirrors a wider ideological divide across Silicon Valley leadership. On the pessimistic end of that spectrum sits Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei. He warns that within the next 5 years, up to 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs could disappear as models grow more capable. Conversely, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman maintains a cautious wait-and-see stance. He points out that despite the rapid adoption of AI, a widespread collapse of the job market hasn't materialized yet. While Zuckerberg publicly echoes Altman's optimism, his company's 4 a.m. layoffs look closer to Amodei's warnings. Whether AI ultimately empowers employees or replaces them, the transitional math remains the same. Tech giants across the industry are actively sacrificing the jobs of today just so they can afford the machines of tomorrow.